Howdy Lone Moose fans, Lone Moose here. Hope everyone is staying safe, getting ready for happy holidays. Christmas is almost upon us. This video is going to be different than any of the others that I've ever done. Mainly because most of it is not video footage. This is going to be a collection of a whole bunch of still photos with a few little video clips thrown in. It's kind of a tribute to my dad. It's been, I'm guessing, 10, maybe 11 years ago. I was living in Maryland, still working for the VA, and my folks lived in West Virginia. And my dad wanted me to come back and do a pig roast for a family get-together for Thanksgiving dinner that year. Excuse me. Well, problem is, I didn't have anything big enough, smoker or grill equipment-wise to roast a pig on. So he was very disappointed, but took my gear back. We deep fried, I think, 3 turkeys that year, fed like 25 people. Had a good time, but he had his heart set on a pig. All right, fast forward to about July or August of the following summer, and I get this phone call. And this phone call says, "Get your ass back here right now. I need you here this weekend." Of course, I'm thinking, somebody's in the hospital, something bad's happened. What's going on? Don't matter, just get here. Okay. So I hop in the truck, run back there Friday night. Saturday, we get in his truck and we drive down to the Lowe's in Morgantown. And he's pulling up by the backside of the parking lot where all these trailers are. Well, a gentleman had built a small smoker trailer, and Lowe's let him put it out there and had it for sale for a couple $1,000s, and I'll include some photos of that. So we spent well over an hour out there with that smoker trailer, taking all kinds of pictures, measurements, everything else. So I load all that stuff back up, go back home, go back to work the next week. And so over the course of that week, I basically, from that concept, engineered what I thought a good smoker trailer should consist of. Small one that we could build. And so I sent him the plans, and he got a material cut list, and basically had his local metal shop cut most of the metal for him, and then proceeded to start building it. I mean, I had to order the heat-proof hinges and excuse me, the heat-proof handles, the hinges, the axle, everything, the whole 9 yards for it, all the pieces and parts outside of the bare metal. And so he starts working on it, and he gets to a point where he needs some help. So he calls me back. And there are a couple of video clips at that point. This was back before I even really knew that YouTube existed. So I wasn't shooting just a whole lot of video of this kind of stuff. But like I said, there's a lot of still pictures of this thing. Once we got it all put together, here's how it kind of turned out. The cooking surface on it is about 30 inches deep by about 4 feet long. And the way that I basically engineered this thing is it had 4 separate heat chambers, and you'll see them in the photos, so that you can heat certain areas hotter than others, or put smoke in certain areas one over the other. Pretty neat deal. So that essentially what you had was you could use it as a great big grill, because we put a grill grate underneath the top food grate, so you could have a 3-foot, almost a 3-foot by 4-foot grill if you wanted to grill for a small army. You could use it as a smoker, low and slow smoker, or you could do it as a charcoal fired oven. And essentially what I primarily used it for was for pigs. I did a ham in it just as a test run, to kind of get a feel for how it would behave for temperature monitoring and everything. And over the course of the years, I did 3 pig roasts with this thing, and I'll include some photos of the very last pig roast in 2018. But essentially what I would do is use kind of a hybrid. Heat with charcoal and with apple wood logs. So essentially I had a charcoal fired oven smoking with apple wood. And man, that made some good eating. really good eating. We did 2 pigs, one at a time, not 2 at the same time, over a couple of years. One was a probably 70, 75 pound net weight, and the other was maybe 80, 85 pounds. For the 2018 pig roast, the last one that we did, of course I'm living down in Texas, so on my way up there I stopped in Alabama. I picked up my best friend Byron. This was in April 2018, and he went up. We stayed like 3 or 4 days up there. Did the pig roast and came back, and unfortunately about 2 months after that Byron died. So that was the last time that really had quality time with him. And so he's in this, and I'm going to do a separate video too as a memorial to Byron, more in detail on that pig roast. Now, the first 2 pigs we did, basically I would break the ribs along the spine and just kind of spatchcock or lay it out flat. Dad gets this idea that he wants to put a rotisserie spit on it. Okay. Oh, okay, that's easy running the rod through it. He figured out that part, and we put it on pillow block bearings. Figuring out how to drive the thing, now that was a whole different ball of wax, and I, again, my informal engineering training, and I come up with a device to turn the spit. Send it to him with specific instructions on how to mount it, and he puts all this thing together. And it in fact turns the spit all right. Problem is we put a 125-pound pig on it, and we broke the, because of the tensioning, broke the drive mechanism and the mounting that I had done for it. So I scrapped that. We cut the head off of it and spatchcocked it and laid it out. So it was, I mean, the pig turned out great, but we didn't get to actually put it on a spit so he could watch it turn. The trailer's back in West Virginia, and that's where it's going to stay. I'm going to end up, in the long term, it's going to go to my 2 uncles that are 15 and 17 years younger than me, and that's a really long story. But they're going to basically end up inheriting that when Dad passes. Because I'm not going to haul it to Alaska. That'd be another entire separate trip, and it cost me twice as much to haul it up there as it would to build another one. So it's better off that Dennis and Larry end up with it. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Like I said, it's pretty much just going to be a series of photographs, and there's a few little video clips. So please leave your comments below. Make sure and hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the notify so you're notified when I make more. I'm over 100 subscribers. As of 5 minutes ago, I'm at 104. And my goal was 100 by the end of the month, and that's 18 days from now. So who knows? We might even get to 120 by the end of the month. Hey, it's slow growth. I'm not trying to make money off of this. I do it more to entertain you guys and share what I know. If anyone is interested in this device, somewhere I've got the cut list for the metal, and I may even still have the drawings. If you want to try building something similar to this yourself. If you do, just leave me a comment below and a means to get a hold of you, and I'll see what I can do to get you the info I have. In the meantime, COVID is going apeshit crazy. You guys need to be safe out there. Take care of yourself. You know the rules. This is nothing new. We've been doing this for months and months now. Social distancing, no large groups, wear your mask, wash your hands, use hand sanitizer, and keep your hands away from your face. I know everybody wants to spend time with friends and family, but this is not the time to do it. Because if you do, it may be the very last time you get to spend time with your friends and family, instead of decades to come of enjoyment with them. Hang in there. The vaccine's supposed to be coming out very, very quickly. We will get through this if everybody does their part. So this is Lone Moose out. Enjoy the kind of the slideshow, if you will, and I will see you all on the next video. Yeah, it's coming together pretty good, I think.
Huh?
So I think it's coming together pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we basically got the one smoke chamber essentially built now.
Huh?
So we basically got the one smoke chamber built. Now, thoughts before we go any farther? Would it be All right, it's finally done. It's running. It's all put together. Now, when you get this, where my finger is pointing right here at these 3 brackets, those will get welded to the smoker. Then these adjustable long bolts will move the plate up and down and adjust the tension on the pulley belt. Even getting a little bit of the sunrise in the background picture. Mm-hmm. And the April pig roast is officially underway, blowing smoke out of the smoker. All right, Byron, lift up the lid. They do not recognize anything as being a barbecue other than pork. When I lived there for 3.5 years, I had to educate people that no, brisket's really barbecues. Pork's just, you know, an accessory.
You look like an expert there, Bill.
Pepperoni roll, Jennifer?
Huh?
No pepperoni rolls yet?
Yeah, they had pepperoni rolls.
Did it?
Well, we had them at the house. I don't know if they had any of them. Yeah, okay. Thank you. With soup.
Oh, this is just... We're just getting started. Once we get Byron in there.
No, the pictures do you. You're like Dad. Takes an act
Shy.
Congress.
That one's really
You heard Emily on that?
Good job, Bill. Excellent job.